Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. Innis and Gunn. I cannot tell you the last time I had an Innis and Gunn beer. But why not? Why not? This is one of their kind of barrel-aged things. But again, I think I might have done one of these maybe on my channel. I don't know. I didn't look into it. Anyway, longer story longer. I was traveling through an area I don't really travel through much at all, and there was a bottle shop or a distributor, and I was like, pop in, see what they have. And they really had much. They had 1 4-pack of this. I think it's actually older too. Best by the end of March 24. I'm not sure how long they give these beers, but we are in May of 2024, so it's best by date. I saw a 4-pack of it. It's an Irish whiskey cask Scottish oatmeal stout. Okay, relatively low ABV. What's the ABV in it? 6.1%. So I was in the mood for something malty. Always game for something barrel aged or whiskey infused or whatever. 4-pack. It was $12.50. I'll take that flyer. Again, we're not expecting much with our long and storied history of Innis and Gunn. There's been some hits with them, but there's been some misses. It's an even share back and forth. Let's just dive into it, see what's what. Matured for mellowness. Innis and Gunn Irish Whiskey Cask Scottish Oatmeal Stout. Aged 51 days. That's barely. That's not even 2 months. That's weird. Why not 50? You know what I mean? Why 51 days? That's weird. With notes of, not including, notes of vanilla, coffee, and chocolate. 6.1%. That's it. Same thing on both sides of the can. Nothing else. Irish whiskey cask matured. What does that mean? I don't know. So, Innis and Gunn. I can't tell you, like I said, I can't tell you the last time I had one of their beers, let alone the last time I reviewed one of their beers. But for that price point, you want something malty, not super high ABV, but give me a little bit of barrel-aged vibes. I ain't gonna hate on it, especially price point wise. Label wise, I actually have never hated Innis and Gunn's labeling. I've actually think they've always been kind of smart, you know, very much kind of like liquor whiskey-esque kind of vibes to it, so I can get down with that. And as far as that looks, it definitely looks a part of an oatmeal stout. I mean, you know, or an Irish oatmeal stout, or an Irish stout, or whatever. Scottish oatmeal stout, not an Irish. Irish whiskey, Scottish stout. Irish whiskey, Scottish stout. Anyway, so it definitely looks the part. It has a nice creamy head to it. Rich, dark body, but if I hold it up to some light, it's got some darkness. It's more brown than red. So yeah, let's get a nose. That smells awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. That smells really good. Like really good. Yeah, a ton of chocolate. A ton of... So they talk about vanilla coffee and chocolate. It's very much that, but in a an iced coffee kind of way. You know, not in a roasted, toasted, like there's a big roasted malt component. Coming off desserty here, but desserty in a sense that it comes off like adulty desserty, you know, definitely like a mixed drink, like a Bailey's Irish cream kind of thing going on here, as opposed to, you know, an actual like iced coffee kind of thing. It smells really nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. There is a maltiness to it. The beer is not lost here, but you have this kind of play between a chocolate, vanilla, coffee, and almost like a marshmallowy thing. You know, you're telling me it's an Scottish oatmeal stout. You're telling me it's been in a barrel, matured for 51 days. I'm expecting no spirit. I'm expecting no barrel. I'm really curious if they played a little bit of like fooey with this thing. Like there's contains barley and oats on the side here. Like they added something else to it. I don't think it'll call out here, especially hand-selected casks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty excited about this thing now. Yeah. Definitely has this Bailey's Irish coffee, iced coffee kind of thing going on for it. So it has a little bit of spirit kind of infused into it. It has that creme, kind of cream, kind of Bailey's thing going on with a little bit of coffee going on there, a bit of roasted malts. 6.1% hitting above its weight class, at least aromatically. We're just going to dive in. Cheers, y'all. That's delicious. That is 100% delicious. I don't know what else you want me to say. You know, this is why I love beer. This is why I like doing reviews. It's fun. Sit here, kind of ramble in the camera. Someone watches it, might have a good time. But it's stuff like this when you pick this up on a whim as not a goof or a joke. Because, like I said, I've had winners from Innis and Gunn before. But this random 4-pack sitting on a shelf by the front door, heated place, or not, and non-air conditioned place, no cooler, just sitting on a shelf, turning it up. It's past its best by date. I'm like, okay. At bare minimum, I'm going to get some funny, haha, content out of this thing when I film it. No. I'm getting good beer. This is really good. Like, legitimately good. It's hitting way above its weight class. It drinks way more than 6.1%. As far as flavorful impact, this doesn't weigh heavy. It definitely drinks like a Scottish or an Irish kind of exporty stout. It has this softness to it, this creaminess to it, this drinkability to it. Something that if you drink this cold enough, actually I think is quite quenching, thirst quenching on a hotter day. And today was a very, very, very hot day. We're doing a wholesale clean out of our barn, which has like 100 years worth of shit in it. Like, I'm not joking when I say 100 years worth of shit in it. I'm just dumpstering a ton of stuff, so it's been hot, it's sweaty. AC was on today for the first time out here. Kind of wanted something drinkable. Didn't think this was going to be it, but it is. And you get this kind of really, really cool combination of softness and sharpness. So first things first, the mouthfeel is great. It's what you'd expect from an oatmeal stout. It's not diminished or tempered by any kind of casking. 51 days. Not 50, 51 days. Chocolate vanilla throughout the whole thing. Through beginning, middle, finish of it. It's a kind of back and forth of this chocolate vanilla kind of ride in between malts and what tastes like wood, and this whiskey kind of floating in and out of each other, which is really, really, really nice. There's a bittering here. I think you're getting a little bit of barrel char. Again, 51 days. I don't know how that's possible. I think you're getting a little bit of barrel char in combination with the roasted malt, in combination with a little bit of hopping. Again, nothing hyper aggressive here. It's already a bit old, so I'm not saying it's very bittering. But for its style, it has this bit of bittering to it. But when you marry it all together, from its mouthfeel, drinkability, impact, flavorfulness. Again, keep thinking like Irish coffee. So Bailey's, maybe a little bit of amaretto or something along those lines. Kahlua, maybe. Kind of that kind of vibe going on in it. Very desserty, but again, adult desserty kind of vibe. But absolutely 100% in beer form. There's nothing here about this that drinks like a coffee or drinks like a mixed drink. It's beer and beer through and through. But the amount of flavors and the amount of unique flavors, but the amount of unique flavors that are working together in harmony for something like this, past its best by date. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is really good. Let's put it this way, if I see this on a shelf again, there was only one 4-pack, place I don't really travel to, so it's not like I can go back there even if they had a bunch. But if I see this on the shelf again, for that price point, $12-13, I am buying it. Like, zero hesitation. Especially keeping the ABV in mind. 6.1%. These are a lot of the flavors and a lot of the funness I get from something in the double digits. Doesn't drink that big, but the flavors are that big. So a lot of these times, these barrel-aged beers, you gotta get into the 12, 13, 14% to really have them show and prove. Get further than 51. 51 days. I still can't get past 51 days. 51 days to impact this kind of flavor. Very unique, very fun, and it might be the best Innis and Gunn beer I've ever had. It might be the best oatmeal stout I've ever had. Maybe I'm pushing a little bit there. Maybe there's some base oatmeal stouts that might do better than this, but it's not a style I drink a ton of, even though I dig on them quite a bit. But not having had one for quite some time, and having this in from this particular brewery, and having all the bits and pieces moving around in this with the Irish whiskey cask, and having it turn out this way, out of date, this is a very cool win. I am super pumped to have 3 more of these. This is fantastic. I didn't think this review was going to go like this, but it did. Here we go. Anyway, I don't know what else you want me to say. Absolute banger for $12.50. I don't know what else you want me to say. I was kind of geared up to kind of tongue-in-cheek this one, but it proved me wrong. Innis and Gunn, Irish whiskey cask, Scottish stout. This is one of the better Scottish stouts I've had, oatmeal stouts I've had as of late. I don't remember last time I had a Scottish oatmeal stout. Is it one of the better? No, we're not going to go there. I was going to say barrel-aged beers. I don't know where to quantify this or compartmentalize this. Because it's worthy of being close to, if not on Mount Rushmore, of some conversation. And I'm not trying to wedge it into that. It's deserving of it. Is it one of the more surprising beers that I've had as of late? Yes. Mount Rushmore said I've done that? Yes. Without a doubt. Let's put it that way. I know that's kind of a little bit kind of like taking the cheap way out, but it's just tasty, man. 6% barrel-aged oatmeal stout goodness. What more do you want? Value and availability. 1 4-pack on a dusty shelf for $12 and change. And if you like, well, we like this. If you like barrel-aged beers, you like oatmeal stouts, and you want something that is flavorful and very fun and drinkable at a really still low price point, if you're getting this at between $10 to $15 for a 4-pack, I am ripping that. I'm ripping it. Ripping it all day. That's your jam. You'll dig this. Innis and Gunn, have you had their beers? Have you been to the brewery? That's what I say. Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? I'm really curious to see if anybody else out there have had this beer and what their experience is like with it, because I think this is delicious. Hopefully enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of out-of-date Innis and Gunn right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.